You are listening to The Rant with David King.
All right, listen, I'm getting right into it. Reaction time. Post-game. Ohio State playing Notre Dame. Oh, I didn't mean to rhyme there, but it kind of did. I've had some time to think about it. Had some time to mull over things. At first, I was frustrated. I was frustrated because I cannot stand Ohio State. I'll admit it. I ain't going to hide my bias. I don't like Ohio State. I hate that program. I hate that school. I hate its obnoxious fans that never shut the hell up. Ohio State is the only program where you can beat them and they will still tell you that your team sucks. It's like they inadvertently insult themselves and they don't even realize it because they're too stupid to figure it out. But before you Ohio State fans out there, shut off my podcast because you don't want to hear it. Or maybe you're just too busy laughing because you're the national champions. So you're laughing. We're the best. Let me say this. Congratulations on your victory. You guys ran a freaking clinic in the playoff. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. You had a great playoff. I can't think. I mean, the Notre Dame game really wasn't close. People said, oh, it turned out to be a good game. Notre Dame kind of fought back. That's bullshit. The game was over by the second quarter. By 5 minutes into the third, I think I switched back to like watching Trump dance with his wife, Melania, the first lady. Beautiful first lady. The game was over. Notre Dame didn't have what it took. Very few teams did. I will say this. So I am congratulating the Ohio State on their victory. Congratulations. Yes, it was an untarnished victory. You didn't deal with scandal this year. Congratulations. What I will say is I was very frustrated in the very beginning of this. I was like, damn. Didn't want them to win because now I've got to listen to their fan base from now and for eternity. Because let's face it, it was like 2014 the last time you won a national championship, but you guys act like you win it every year, no matter what. You don't even make it to the playoffs, and you guys act like you won a national championship. We're the best. Your team sucks. I'm sorry, did you play in the playoffs? No, doesn't matter. Your team still sucks. That's what we deal with day in and day out. Ugh. But it got me thinking. I knew this day was coming. I knew it was coming because I said prior to the beginning of the season, and if my wife was in this room, she could back it up. I said, Ohio State's going to win a national championship this year. My wife goes, really? You think so? I said, yeah. You think they're going to beat Georgia? I said, yeah, I think they will. She says, I don't think they can beat Georgia. I said, I think they will destroy Georgia. I said, this team is stacked with talent. Ohio State basically went out and bought all of Nick Saban's players. I'm not critiquing you for that. I would have done the same thing. If it were Michigan and they said, hey, we got a bag of money, let's go buy Saban's players, and they did it, I would never have complained. I'd be like, okay, great. I would love to have like an 8'9" wide receiver who's bigger than every player and plays like he's been in the NFL for 8 years. I would love to have that. Are you kidding me? So yeah, I knew this day was coming. I got a little bit concerned and skeptical during the regular season when they lost to Oregon. And then I got even more skeptical that they might win when they lost to my team, Michigan. But it wasn't because of a lack of talent. There's no doubt about that. Like, I never thought that Ohio State wasn't going to get a national championship because of lack of talent. I was like, I don't think Ryan Day can do it. I told Ohio State fans, I said, listen, you guys, if you don't get a natty this year, you never will. You will never get another one again because this will be probably the most talented Ohio State team you guys will ever see. I'm not saying it's the best Ohio State team you'll ever see, but it is certainly the most talented Ohio State team that you will ever see. That you will ever see. You will never see a team like this probably ever again. Okay, and they're coming back next year, but you get what I mean. When this team graduates and moves on and goes to the NFL, I don't think you ever will. There's players on this team that are like once in a lifetime type of players. These receivers are just, I don't know his name. I can't remember his name. But he's just massive. He plays like an NFL player. He's coming back. He's going to come back. I'm surprised. So I knew it wasn't talent. I'm like, you can't, if you don't win it this year, you're never going to win it. And if you don't, I don't blame the talent. I blame Ryan Day. But it looks like Ryan Day figured something out. I don't know what he did after Michigan embarrassed him at home. I mean, just straight up embarrassed him. I guess one of those things is like when you back an animal into a corner, you know what I'm saying? Like you just don't know what they're going to be capable of. This guy freaking figured it out. I don't know if he just stopped calling the shots and he just gave it all to his OC or what, but man, things changed drastically for Ohio State. So congratulations. And with that being said, the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? The 12-team playoff technically worked. Because when you think about it, what did I say at the beginning of the year? It's going to be Ohio State wins a national championship. At the very least, they're going to be in the national championship game. I predicted it was going to be against Georgia. Georgia was way worse this year than I thought they were going to be. They were just terrible. So in a way, the 12-team playoff in its format and its setup allowed what everyone in the college football world already knew. I'm not the only one. I'm not an outlier who thought this. Everybody knew that Ohio State was probably going to have the most talented team in the college football coming into this season. It allowed the opportunity for that to play out and for them to win. And it did. So, congratulations to Ohio State. But that being said, just because the playoff worked and the best team won the national championship, I will say this. I don't think it's good. It doesn't come without consequence. What are the consequences? Ohio State's already saying it. Because for some freaking reason, even 2 quarters into this game, they already admitted that they're already accepting victory, which they should have. I mean, everybody knew they were going to win that game. But they're like, we won this game. We're national champions. And then what do? They start calling out Michigan people. Where are you at, Michigan? How mad are you right now? Are you crying? And I think to myself, I'm like, you just won a natty. Why do you give a shit about Michigan? Oh, that's right. You didn't beat them. And deep down, that really bothers you. So what do Michigan fans do? Well, we take the bait. Of course we do. We say, we're fine. We had a natty last year. We went 15-0. What did you do? Blah, 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 blah. And the arguments and the fights and everything go on and on. But what are Ohio State fans saying? It doesn't matter that we lost to you. It doesn't matter that we lost to Oregon. Doesn't matter that we didn't go undefeated. And what else do they say? It doesn't matter that we didn't go to our conference championship. It doesn't matter. And you want to know what? They're right. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. None of it matters anymore. And that's the problem. Listen, congratulations to Ohio State. You guys played the game. You played the system. All right. They expanded the playoffs and you benefited from it. So did Notre Dame. Okay. Notre Dame last year never would have been in the playoffs with a loss to NIU. Okay. That's just the way it goes. You know, I'm not here to say shit about it because guess what? Michigan could be in the very same predicament next year. But here's the problem. It's not necessarily better for the game. We are rapidly approaching NFL light. We are rapidly approaching NFL light. What do I mean? I mean, we are going to be basically the NFL with just undeveloped players. There will be no heart in the regular season. It won't matter if you lose a game. It won't matter how you play against rivals. Who gives a shit? As long as we make it to the playoffs. Guess what? That's how the NFL is. You lost a game today? Not a big deal. 2 losses, 3 losses? Not a big deal. You might still go. Everything's fine. Games don't matter as much. It takes away that unique excitement that we all loved and enjoyed about college football. Mainly rivalries. Rivalries are huge, but they don't matter anymore. Not under this format. And not only do that not matter, conference championships don't matter. In fact, I would make the argument that Oregon got punished for being in a conference championship because they had to go play that game, win it, and then they had a bye week in the middle of this playoff and then had to come out and play Ohio State. How is that fair? A 12-0 Oregon team who went and won their won their conference had to go play Ohio State in their first opening round of the playoff? That's a bit unfair. But regardless of that, Ohio State didn't even go to the conference championship. Now you can make the argument that Ohio State had a pretty tough path, and they did, and they should have. I don't know if it was the hardest path, but it certainly wasn't easy. There's no doubt about that. They had to go through 2 SEC teams, a Big Ten team. So it's like, how do we fix it? I laid it out pretty clear in my last podcast, how I think we should fix it. And again, this isn't because I'm mad about Ohio State winning. I'm good. Congratulations to you guys. You won it. Enjoy it. Stop talking about Michigan fans. Like, just go enjoy your national championship. Holy shit. And also stop overflexing. Like, I'm seeing all over social media how we're the greatest team of all time because we had this path. It's like, you're not doing it. You didn't do anything that isn't going to happen next year. Somebody else is going to have to go through the same exact process to win a national championship. It's not unique to Ohio State. You're not the best team in college football. You are 14-2 or whatever the final record. You have 2 losses. You have 2 freaking losses. You have 2 losses. And I'm sorry, but if you were 15-0 and made that trek from the playoff, then I would be like, yeah, you are the greatest freaking college football team. But there's like so many other teams out there that are better than you on paper and in terms of what they had to go through to get there. Anywho, stop overflexing. You're like guys with little dicks. You just got to go above and beyond. You got to you can't just be a national championship. You got to be the best national champion. You can't, you know what I mean? It's just, this is the level of obnoxiousness that we have to deal with. I'm tired of it. Stop it. Stop being annoying. How about this for a New Year's resolution, Ohio? Let's make 2025 the year that you stop being annoying. That would be fantastic. But congratulations on your freaking national championship. Congratulations. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all. I'm okay. I'm just saying, like, God, we got to listen to this all off season. They have to do something. And I'm not saying that just because to keep teams like Ohio State out, but we have to do something to make the regular season, to make rivalries, and make the conference championship important. Because if it's going to be this way, if we're going to treat it this way, then let's just get rid of conference championships altogether. I hate to say that, but if this is the way it's going to be, if it's going to continue to be the way it is, even though the system worked, it worked exactly as designed. The best team in the college football got a national championship. So it's kind of a weird predicament that we're in. It's like, yeah, the best team won. They did. However, again, it has devalued everything that we know and love about the college football game. And it's a fear of mine that we are going to move closer and closer to just being a cold corporate NFL light. And it's just not going to be the college football that we love. Rivalries don't matter? Really? Holy crap. Are you serious? Can't be that way. It just can't be that way. We got to fix it. I would love to know what you think. If you're an Ohio State fan, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about cheating. I don't want to hear about your flex. I don't want to hear about you think you're the best. I don't care. Take your win. Enjoy it. You still lost to Michigan. I would say that's a shared championship in my opinion, but hey, what do I know? Have a good day, everybody. We will catch you later this week. Let me know what you think about these formats and what's happening to college football. Is it going in a tank? Or am I just overreacting? Let me know. Thank you, guys. Later, players.
Oh, you see this guy? See this guy? Number one bullshit guy.